Hey, happy Friday, everyone. Hope you are doing well. It's the end of the week. I just got home from work and getting my classroom set up, getting ready for the first day of school on Monday. Hadn't had a chance to come on here, so it's in the afternoon. I hope you are having a great day, or you're maybe ending your day. The weekend is here, and I hope you have an amazing weekend as well. And this is In the Raw, unscripted, unpracticed, unedited conversation. And I was reading this verse in Matthew 11:28 through 30. And it's one that I've read all my life, really, and I've heard it a lot. And but it every time I read it, and today when I read it, um, a new light comes. I read it in a new light, and it says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." And that's you really have to digest it to understand what it's saying, what Jesus is saying here. This is Jesus speaking, of course. And so sometimes what I do is I go to a different version of the Bible to see if it's got simpler words. And so the one I just read was in the New International Version. I'm going to read it again in the Message, which is a different version. It's a very simple as far as I'm concerned, and it kind of just paraphrases a lot. And look at what it says in the Message. Are you tired, worn out, burned out? Come to me. Get away with me, and you'll recover your life. I'll show you how to take a real rest. Walk with me and work with me. Watch how I do it. Learn the unforced rhythms of grace. I love how it says it. Learn the unforced rhythms of grace. I won't lay anything heavy or ill-fitting on you. Keep company with me, and you'll learn to live freely and lightly. It's a much more understandable, and basically what Jesus is saying. If you're tired, if you are weary, if you are sick and tired of your daily routine, maybe are you worn out, and it happens to all of us. All of us get to a moment in our lives when we get worn out, of whatever it is that we're doing, or we get tired. And it's okay to say, I need a rest, because if we don't pay attention to that, we can have very detrimental consequences, and in our life, in our physical life, and in our health, in our mental health. And so we need to pay attention to what our soul is telling us. And back to the New International Version, he says, I will give you rest for your soul. What does that look like? What is rest for your soul? I mean, does the soul get tired? What is your soul? Well, according to the Bible, your soul is that part of you, because we're made up of three different parts, right? We're made up of the physical part, the body. We're made up of the spiritual part, right? The Bible says that God breathed or breathed spirit in us, and then the Bible also says that when we pass away, that the spirit will return to him. And then the third thing that we're made up of is our soul. That's our intellect. That's our heart, our emotions. That's what's in our mind, right? When our thoughts, and so, our soul needs rest, right? We need to rest from, and that's why there's so many cases of people with mental issues or mental health issues, because The soul needs to be rested. We need to rest our thoughts. We need to rest our minds. We need to rest our emotions. And that's what he's saying here. Jesus is saying, come to me. I will help you. Learn the unforced rhythms of grace with me. Learn from me, he's saying. I'm not going to lay anything heavy or ill-fitting on you. Just keep company with me is what he's saying. And you'll learn to live freely and lightly. That's everybody's goal, I think, to live freely and lightly. And so we are seeking that throughout our daily lives. We want to live freely and lightly. We want to live worry-free, and sometimes we worry more than what we have to. In fact, it's a proven fact that most of the things that we worry about we can't control, so we worry in vain. And so he is saying, if you're tired, you're worn out, if you can't go anymore, if you can't take it anymore, then you just come and rest. I will give you rest for your soul. Come to me, I will give you rest. That's Jesus speaking. And if you need to do that, don't wait too long. Go to Jesus and say, God, I just need to rest on you. All right. Well, I hope you have an amazing weekend. I hope you have a great rest of your day today, an amazing weekend, and we will talk to you soon.